And welcome viewers and users of YouTube, how are you doing? This is Lard Logo signing on. Hope you're all doing pleasantly tonight. I know I definitely am. As always, I wish you nothing but the best, no matter who you are or where you are watching. I really don't know what I'm gonna do right here. Probably just gonna be rambling, but kind of wanted to talk about the most recent happening regarding logos. I'm pretty sure every single one of you know by now, but the long-lost T.A.T. Communications Company distribution logo was finally found. Just completely out of nowhere. There it is. Just kind of wanted to talk about it because, this is a big deal, This is one of the biggest logo findings, in my honest opinion. This is the most amazed I've been by any of these logo findings since the Viacom, as it was called back then, Enterprises pinball logo was preserved at the end of a few My Three Sons reruns back in 2018, which is somehow 6 years ago. So yeah, this just completely came out of nowhere. If I have the story correct, this person found a storage shed full of thousands of VHS and Betamax tapes, and he's been converting them to digital for a few months now, and lo and behold, on one of the tapes was a rebroadcast of the Jeffersons, and wouldn't you know it, much to the surprise of pretty much anybody and everybody, the logo is at the end. And go figure that the logo gets found while I'm stuck at work. Just my phone buzzes, not doing anything, flip it open. Yes, I use flip phones, don't care. And get this comment, T.A.T has been found. And of course, kind of skeptical at first, especially after when the logo really became a big deal. I'd like to say it was around 2015 when it became a really big deal. When people just would upload mocks, remakes, I'm guilty of doing this, saying, this is the real logo, it's been found. Of course, I never did that with the exception of the two April Fool's ones I did back in 17 and 18, but it's clearly made obvious. I might as well make some new, I should really go in and make some new, icons for those, the blurred icon. Yeah, so, first off, I need to address the alleged logo I supposedly saw. So what I supposedly saw started out on a black background, white star came out from the middle of the screen, filled the screen, and then retracted back to the vanishing point, and you had T.A.T. Communications Company against a navy blue background, and I want to say that's what I saw, that's what I remember seeing, but I'm perfectly fine with people considering the quote-unquote rising star to be a Mandela effect. But you know what? I gotta be completely honest with you guys. I would not be surprised. Like, I have a theory that the quote-unquote rising star came around first, and then the logo that we have the two captures of came around, I'd like to say 1980, and they completely scrubbed the former one from existence. Because if you look at all the accounts back in the early 2000s, a lot of people were talking about how they remember it being on a light blue background. But yeah, the other thing I want to address, so the reaction that was posted, that was just live, raw, and unfiltered. Just so overwhelmed with disbelief that what I was talking about really didn't come out. But I just find it really amazing that they only put 1 star on the logo. This whole time, the whole theory of it only having 1 star was true. And, I never bought that, I always felt the logo had 2 stars that settled on both sides of the A. Just seems kind of odd, just the logo just looks unfinished. Like, they bring that 1 star out, just put another one on the other side. Of course, who am I kidding? I'm complaining about something that was made 44 years ago. Kind of dumb to whine about that. But yeah, the other thing I gotta point out, just was not expecting the logo when it was found to be in near master quality. It is in really freaking good quality. Was not expecting that. Was expecting it to be some old beat up VHS tape that had seen many years of neglect, you know what I mean. But yeah, it's hard to believe, but to quote former President Gerald Ford, our longtime national nightmare is over. We finally have the logo, and this isn't the only thing, earlier this year, the one-off version of the MGM television logo, for the long-lost one from that Pogo birthday special that MGM wants you to forget, that was unearthed, that was found. And then, the audio from the banned and buried DTS water drop trailer came out. And, those were really neat too, but this one, I have been active in trying to find this logo for many years now. So this one takes it all. It's absolutely amazing. Once again, I'm just kind of rambling. I don't even know if I'm going to upload this. What am I kidding? This is going to go online, but just kind of wanted to talk about it because this is big. I mean, this logo was lost for so long. Couldn't find it anywhere. Just completely wiped. A few weeks ago I was telling people, the logo's gone, you're never gonna see it again. Just be grateful you have the partial video clip from 2018. Well, we were proven wrong again, and here it is. Yeah, that's really all I gotta say. Just still trying to process the fact that this logo's been found, because this has been, trying to track down this thing has been a major part of, one of my hobbies, been trying to track this thing down, and knowing that I don't have to do that anymore, it honestly feels good. It feels good not having to worry about trying to find this logo in my lifetime. I mean, I'll still try to see if I can't find anything, but, for the longest time, I've been trying to see if any syndication duplicates appear on eBay, because, I collect U-matics, so that'd be kind of cool. But, yeah, it's so crazy and insane that it's all over. This search is over. We're done. We really found the T.A.T logo before I got a girlfriend. We really did. I think that's proof that I am going to die a virgin. Yeah, so anyway, today I was originally going to, upload the... opening sequence for the stash. Decided to push that back another week because this is way too big to really, pass up on. I just needed to kind of talk about it some, but, yeah, that's really all there is to say. Just kind of elaborating somewhat further. Another thing, I just found it interesting that the communications company text, each letter appears to be a different size. I don't know about that, but yeah, it's also interesting that the font is all one. Was expecting the C's to be like some sort of Palatino or Times New Roman-esque font, but that's not the case. Yeah, so anyway, this search is over, and I really can't think of anything big unless the actual band's DTS trailer just randomly shows up out of nowhere. Everything's pretty much done, or perhaps my theory and everyone else's theory of another logo against the light blue background comes out. We're pretty much done. With that said and done, everybody, yeah, we've reached the end. So the opening sequence for the stash, that'll come this upcoming weekend. Still gonna shoot the final upload of 2024, where I get on the keyboard and play that. I can't pronounce the name. Alt Lang Say. I don't know how it's pronounced. The farewell 2024 and thank you for the memories. Not many memories this year besides maybe the T.A.T logo, sports teams I like, winning titles, going to wrestling shows and such. If you get rid of the passing of my grandfather and my dog, this year is actually pretty good. Four professional wrestling events, 2 teams I root for winning championships. Yeah, I kind of like the Florida Panthers. It kind of has to do with the whole rooting for the Miami Dolphins, which I'll never see anything in my lifetime with them. And then, of course, Army having their best season ever, except for the freaking Navy game. That's the one game that matters. Just everything that's happened this year. This could have been the best year ever, but unfortunately, what happened this year, one of my geese, my bulldog, and then most importantly, my grandfather passing away really dampened everything. This year had potential, but this year was good, but those events will overshadow anything else. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this short broadcast. Just wanted to debrief on the logo finally being found, and I'll see you guys here in the future. Either if we upload again or most likely in the community tab. So until then, thank you all for joining us. Good night. Remember that Jesus is King. God bless each and every one of you. And thank you, Papa.